Hi, everyone. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. I wanted to come to you very quickly and fill you in on a couple of really exciting things that are happening in our little world. You may have already read about this in the newsletter. It came out an hour or so ago. You might have been following along with the district Twitter feed Monday night during the board meeting and already have an idea of what I'm going to talk about. But as we've talked for a couple of years now, it feels like maybe it's just been 1 year, about the technology plan. We've been talking about student devices, and we've been talking about interactive displays, and we've also been talking about additional instructional technology staff. So we've done that part of it. The student devices are coming. So it is fine for you to yell it from your classroom, let people know they're coming, because we are so excited about how this is going to change what's happening in our classrooms for the better. So if you're on an elementary campus, your campus is going to receive 2 carts for next year, a cart of 30 iPads and a cart of 30 small form laptops. The laptops are touch screen, so you've got some capabilities there. The middle school campuses are going to receive 3 carts of the small form touchscreen laptop. Our high school campuses are going to receive 6 carts of full-size laptops, but they also have the touchscreen ability as well. Hollenstein is going to receive, I believe, 3 carts. Hafley is going to receive a cart of iPads, and Watson is going to receive 1 cart of laptops. So all of our students are going to be affected by this. So we're going to need your help in making sure our teachers are comfortable with it. Our instructional technology staff is working as we speak on curriculum that they can help with, some starter lessons, because we're adding more technology. We've got to make sure our students are educated in how to stay safe online, how to use the equipment effectively, safely, and then how our teachers can use it in instruction with the students and let the students really guide their learning. So in addition to those devices that are coming, the big thing that kind of caught us by surprise are the interactive display boards. So you've been asking, when we have our CTI meetings, you've been saying, hey, where do I get one of those giant, boards? Well, the board approved it. Our school board approved the purchase of interactive display devices for all EMS classrooms for the 2018-19 school year. That's next year. Okay, so that's 1,400 display devices that are going to be installed this summer in about 45 days. So I'll let you do the math and figure out how busy the technology department is going to be this summer. So it's really, really exciting. When we say for all classrooms, we're talking all standard classrooms that currently have a projector and a screen. At this point, we're not talking about our larger classrooms like a band hall, gym, library, those sorts of things. They're going to maintain the existing equipment. Those display much larger than what our display screens are going to do, and it's better for that environment at this point. So we do not have a list right this second of every single room and every single building of who's getting it and who isn't. But the answer, because I know you're going to be asked, because we're already being asked to, the answer is who's getting it. It's your standard classrooms that have a projector and screen right now. The technology department is working on a good list, and we'll send that list out to campus principals as soon as it's done so that there's no question on where the boards are going to go. Now, speaking of where the boards are going to go, let's talk placement in the rooms. I'll use myself as an example. About 1,000 years ago, when we got telephones installed in our classrooms, I was teaching at Bryson. They came around and said, where do you want your phone? And so just to put a sticky note on the wall wherever you want your phone. I stuck the sticky note on the wall where I wanted my phone. And from this day forward, I'm sure everyone who's walked into that room has wondered why the phone is 5 feet up on the wall right next to a window. It makes no sense. It's because I was given the ability to choose the place, and that's where I thought I wanted it. And it worked for me, but it might not have worked for everyone that's come after me. So that's one of the reasons there's going to be a standard placement as to where these boards are installed. And the second and probably more important reason is it has to be placed in a strategic area where, one, there's wall space or a flat space. In some cases, this is going to be directly over the whiteboard. In some cases, we may have to have teachers remove posters because it might need to go there. But more importantly, it's got to be placed where there's power and data. So there are several things going into the decisions on where these boards are going to be installed, and we are not seeking classroom teacher input at this time on individual basis. We've already consulted with some on some things like that, and the technology department has gone around. They're taking pictures of classrooms and they're making that determination. So that was one thing we were asked right away. Do I get to choose where I get the board? No. So the technology department is going to make that call. Getting input from lots of different people. Don't worry about it. But we wanted you to understand why it's not just some company coming in and saying, this looks good, put it here. There's a lot of thought that goes in with it. Then we're also going to need your help when it comes to the boards. Now, the actual how-to of the boards, you're going to hit the power button and it's going to be really very easy to move between the different screens. Promethean has good information online already on actually how the board works and how you connect and how you can use the onboard computer. What we're going to focus on is how do we use this basically giant computer to teach, and how do our students use it to learn. And when I say how do our students use it, I mean students coming to the board and using it. It's a multi-touch device, which means you can have up to 10 hands on it, 10 touch points on it. So you can have multiple students in front of this board doing things collaboratively, doing them like if you have centers in your, a center rotation in your classroom for some of our classrooms, that can be a whole center right there. But we need to talk about ways we can use that to enhance the education, enhance the learning. So we're really excited. I've talked way too long. I said this was going to be short, so I'm going to stop now and just wish you a really wonderful weekend and can't wait to work with you on this project.